Recording in progress.
Okay, good evening, folks. We'll get started in a moment. Just while we're waiting for other people to join us, remember that on our website, under recorded classes, we've got a bunch of classes that you can do at any time that have been pre-recorded. So under here for children, these are the ones that are particularly focused at this age group. So feel free to jump on and watch any of those recorded classes and do those in your own time. We've also got under members particular classes for each grade that take you through all the required material for your level. So there's videos of the fundamental movements, videos of the patterns for Chon-Ji and above, and also videos of the step sparring alone. So they can be quite useful. And there's also a couple of videos here of the principles for self-defense that are quite useful to practice as well. Oh, who do we have? Someone else joining us. Okay, please make sure your camera's turned on so that I can give you some feedback during the class. Got a couple more people still joining us. Thanks, Alex. Okay. Sit up. Go in.
One.
Raise your right hand and recite the tenets. Sit up. Courtesy.
Courtesy, integrity,
Self-control.
indomitable spirit.
And the student oath. So, I shall observe
So observe the dance of Taekwondo.
I
I shall respect the instruction seniors.
I shall never
I shall never serious Taekwondo. I shall be a champion of freedom and justice. I shall be a more peaceful world.
Okay, I'm just going to mute you. There we go. That's better. Okay, a couple of you guys I haven't met before. It's nice to meet you. Welcome along. Let's get started. Jog on the spot. Little bounces, one foot forward, one foot back. Switch. 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 Forward. Remember, when you go forward, just push forward and then close your stance up. When you go backward, you push backward. Forward. Backward. Switch. Forward. Backward. Forward. Backward. Switch. When you move this way, you move this leg first. Open, close. When you move this way, you move this leg first. Open, close. Ready. This way. This way. Forward. Back. this way, this way, this way. In fact, just mirror me. If I go forward, you go backward. If I go backward, you go forward. Switch. Stay a little bit more side on, Peter. A little bit more sideways. Do that backhand up while your brain. Backhand up. The front hand, you can create a bit of space with it. And relax. Okay, rotating wrists. Change direction. Elbows. Change direction. Arms back. Forwards. Feet are shoulders apart, hands in front of you, and twist the torso. Left ankle. Change direction. Just put the ball of your foot on the ground and then rotate around that. Other foot. Change direction. Hands on knees. Squat right down. And then stand up. Squat down. And stand up. Squat down. Stand up. Squat down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Hands by side to brain. Circling your knee outwards. Big circle with the hips. Okay, and inwards. And circle your hips a little. Change direction. Okay, to start with, now we've got a few people here that are quite new. So we're going to go through some basics and then work up. So first up, hands on your hips. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Imagine that your feet are on train tracks that are as wide as your shoulders. This is walking stance or gunan-sogi. If I do it sideways, you'll see that my back leg is straight with my heel pushed on the floor and my front leg is bent, so my knee is over my ankle. This is walking stance. Come back to your parallel stance. And now the left leg. And back. Now, when you take this step, you bend your knees first, and your foot will naturally come in a little bit. It doesn't come all the way to the other foot. That's just weird. It just naturally comes in and curves back out again. Go, right leg. And back. Left leg. Keep those hips and shoulders straight. Both feet point forwards and back. Right leg. And back. Left leg. And back. And make sure it's a big step, not a little one like this. Not like I'm just taking a walk outside. It's a big step, a nice, strong, solid position. Okay. Ready, right leg. As you do it, breathe out. Hips straight, shoulders straight for now. And back. Other side. Okay, now from here, take a little step forward, and we're going to do the step backwards instead of forwards. So right leg back. And step up. Left leg back. And step up. Right leg back. Come on, Dario, focus. And back. Left leg back. And up. Right leg. And left leg. Right leg. And left leg. Okay, now this time, when we step back, cross your hands in front of you. And as you step back, extend your hands to the side with a nice strong breath. Go. This is walking ready stance. Notice that my hands are slightly forward of my hips. I'm not back here like this, just here, where I can relax my back and my shoulders. Now from this position, we're going to do front snap kick. Lift the knee up, extend it out with the foot, push forward, pull it back, cross, spring the knee for sine wave, and land in that nice strong block again. Okay, so from here, we're going ready, right leg, hop. Two, kick, then block. That's it. Set. Net. Tassel. Now this kick is never above your solar plexus, never above here. Over. A low kick is tummy button height, and a middle kick is solar plexus height. So they're only that far apart, not far apart at all. Ha. Two. Set. When you kick, you can either keep your hands here or you can bring them up by your brain. Cross and block. Hana. Two. Big step back. Get that big stance. Set. And step forward, bottle. Now put the left foot back. Hana. Now from here, front snap kick, up, extend, back, block. Hana. Two. Lift your knee. Set. Net. Dazzle. Yasa. Ilga. Lift them up, Alex, they're too low. Yaru. Bell tight at least. Aho. Yo. Step forward, bottle. Good, that's front snap kick. The foot position we were all using was this. Push the foot forward and pull the toes back. Try that now. Just sit down and just test that foot position. Foot forward, toes back. Try both feet. Point the foot forward, pull the toes back. Not pulling the foot back like this, pull the foot forward, toes back. That's it. Try a few each side. Cool. The next kick we're going to do is also for white belts, because we've got a lot of white belts here today. This one, we pull the foot back and pull the toes back. We're going to bring the leg straight up. Front rising kick this way. Okay, so the same ready position. The same position here, but this time we bring our leg up straight. Kick and block. So everybody on your feet. This time we put our left leg back first because it's a block. Left leg back. Same thing with your hands. You can leave them here or you can bring them up by your brain. Ready. Left leg. Hana. Do. Get your balance after you kick. Then do sine wave and block. Set. Sine wave by springing your knee. Net. Dasa. Yasa. Ilga. Yaro. Aho. Yo. Okay, change legs. Now the other side. Ready. Hana. Do. Keep the legs straight this time and lift it up nice and high. Set. Net. Dasa. Balance after you kick before you block. Ilga. Yaro. Aho. Yo. And sit forward bottle. Shot. Grab a drink. Okay, so those two kicks we just did are the two compulsory kicks that you learn at white belt. Front snap kick and front rising kick. Front rising kick is a block, and we also use it as a stretching exercise. Front snap kick is an attack. It's designed to smash, okay, which is why it's fast. So your front rising kick, we're walking ready stance, straight leg, lift up, balance, spring your knee, and back and block. Front snap kick, bring your knee up first, snap it out, back, sine wave, and block. So they're the two compulsory kicks for white belt. Okay. Now, I want to do a little bit of work just on crossing for white belt. Front of your punch doesn't cross at all. So just come up in front of the camera. You can be comfortable standing up. I'm going to kneel down on the floor for this exercise, as long as I can see you. From here, we'll punch first. Put one hand on your hip, palm up, and the other hand, palm forward, fist forward, palm down. Then when we punch, both of our hands twist. Okay, just do that slowly now. One hand forward, one hand back. Slowly twist. That twist means that we can use both the muscles on both sides of our arm. Now, when you're doing this, keep your shoulders straight. Don't turn your shoulders like this. Keep your shoulders where they are and just punch forward and backward. Forward and backward this way. Okay, now what I want you to feel is that you're pulling back with your other hand just as much as you're punching forward. So it's not just punching this way. This hand here is really important. It's pulling back. So your hands are a team. Feel like your hands are a team. The next thing to add to this is every time you finish your punch, you do a short, strong breath. Now this breathing comes from your tummy. Comes here from your tummy. So you breathe in with your tummy, and when you breathe out, you push the air out with your tummy muscles. So try that. When you breathe in, your tummy should get big. And then when you breathe out, boom, it gets really small and tight and strong like rocks. That's it. Good. Now we add our feet. When we do Taekwondo, the way that we develop power, one is through acceleration. Okay, so that when you move as fast as you can, especially at the end of the movement. So it's moving faster all the time. The other thing we do is we use sine wave. So we try and lift the body up a little bit and drop it into the movement. And as we do that, we can get a little bit of hip rotation as well and get all the power from our core. So when you're punching, if I'm in parallel stance, I can't bend my knees because my direction will be wrong. So I have to come up onto the balls of my feet a bit. So relax, lift up onto the balls of the feet a little bit. I'll show you my feet a bit more. Okay, so I can lift up onto the balls of my feet and then punch and drop down. So this is parallel stance punch. 1, relax. 2, pull back and lift up. 3, drop down and punch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So on 2, I'm rising up on the balls of my feet a little bit. So try that. Here. Okay, that's it. Keep the hips, shoulders straight. Punch right to the center of your body. That's it. Good. Keep the shoulders straight. Try not to punch and angle your shoulders like this, because then you're off balance. Okay, keep your shoulders nice and straight. Come on, Nick, focus. Okay, good. Now, if we do this in walking stance, we don't come up onto our toes. Instead, we can make knee spring with that. We can make the side wave by springing the knees. So we go down, up, down, and return. Lift the other hand up for a target first. Pull the punching hand back to the hip. Down, rise up and pull back. Forward and punch. Punching hand to the hip, other hand down, extended like a target. Go. Try that a few times. Extend the other hand forward, and then you can pull it back to punch. That's it. Good. Cool. Keep the hips and shoulders straight. Glide your foot along the floor. Don't lift your foot too high off the ground like this. You want to just glide naturally along the floor. Boom, explode into the punch. Good. Keep that up. Go, keep going. I've just got to check to see whether that's someone having trouble getting in. Good. Awesome. And come on. Okay. That's your forefist middle punch for white belt. We've done it in parallel stance and we've done it in walking stance. Now we can do that punch high at eye level. We can do it middle, which is shoulder level, or we can do it low, which is tummy button height. Okay, high punch, middle punch, and low punch. Now, come back in front of the camera. We're just going to practice crossing for low block. Now, many of our blocks cross. We cross our hands part way through so that we can explode and use both sides of our body. We don't just block with one hand like this. Boom, we use two hands so it can be nice and strong. Now, if you're blocking with the outside of your arm, you smash two watches together, putting your blocking hand on top. The one that's blocking is on top. Okay? So that's what we're doing for our forearm low block for white belt. So everyone try this. From here, hands up in front of you. This is a really good thing to do when you're watching Netflix or something at home. From here, put the blocking hand on top, smashing two watches together. So your wrists are back to back, that's it. The bottom hand pulls back to your hip, and the top hand extends out to block. Okay, so here, just do that. The more you do, just do the same side, repeat the same side. So your hand's going back to the same place. Make sure the blocking hand's going on top. Just stop in front of your lower abdomen. Okay, so just in front of the lower part of your tummy. Don't block way out like this because there's nothing to block out there. Someone's trying to hit me here. I'm going to block down here. Now, repeating it like this helps my brain to remember how to do it. You're creating what's called muscle memory. Notice when I cross, I'm crossing up in front of my badge. I'm not crossing down here because there's no movement here. I can't get power. It's too short. I'm crossing up here. Good. Now try the other side. Put the other hand on top. Notice my arms are a little bit bent when I do the block. It's not dead straight. It's a little bit bent. And my thumb knuckle here is about in line with the center of my body. Good. Okay. Next stage. Don't go too fast. Do the left block, then the right block. Blocking hand on top. Check your cross each time. Peter, slow down a little bit because you're not getting the crossing right. Blocking hand on top. Change that one, Peter. Do that one again. Switch it over to the other side. Do it again, Peter. Now change hands. The blocking hand goes, change that one over. Switch over, Peter. Change hands. No, switch the hands over. Now block with that hand. Block with the top one. Go. Yes, that's it. Top hand does the block. Now we've got to repeat this quite a lot because it takes you a few thousand times before your brain does it without thinking about it. But we're not going to do those few thousand times today because that would be pretty dull. And then go 1, 2, 1, changing hands each time. But don't rush. Check that your crossing is correct. Jax, watch that finishing position. So you're finishing in the blocking position. Good. Okay. Now on our feet. Try not to cut off my head. Now from here, we're only going to move the right foot. Okay, so hopefully this looks like the right side for you. Ready at the side correct. From here, I'm going to put my left hand on top, step back, and do my low block. Go. And then step forward, middle punch. Step back and do a low block. Remember, the punch doesn't cross. I just lift my blocking hand up, come forward, and pull back with the punch. Step back and cross, low block. Step forward and punch, back and block. Forward and punch. Don't rush. Take your time so you get the crossing right. Don't cross for the punch, Peter. Only cross on the block. The punch just comes straight from your hip. Straight from your hip. Don't cross. Yes, that's it. And make sure the blocking hand goes on top when you do the block. Other way around, Peter, other way around. Yes, that's it. Good, butt off. Now let's do the other side. Left foot back. Right hand goes on top to block. And then punch. Back. And punch. Back. And punch. Good, Cohen. Just watch that back foot angle. It looks like you're thinking about it and improving it when you step backwards. It's awesome. Forward and punch. Back and block. Make sure when you step back, you've still got your train tracks. Both feet pointing forwards. And bottle. Okay, grab a drink. Okay, now, white belts, I want you to practice what we just did. Forward and black, low block and punch, low block punch, low block punch, okay? If you've been training for a while and you know forward direction punch, then you can practice forward direction punch by yourselves. I'm going to work with the yellow stripes and above doing Chon-Ji. So for those of you who are ninth cup, got a yellow stripe on each end, and above, I'm going to work with you. So everybody else, juniors, low block, punch, low block, punch. Do it 4 times, then do the other side and keep going. Okay, yellow stripes with me. Chon-Ji to, Chon-Ji. First rule for small spaces. If you're going to run out of space, complete a nice, big, strong stance, then adjust your position to do the next one. Don't do baby stances to fit. Do big stances and then move to create more space. I'm going to do it with my back to you so you can keep in time, but it makes it harder for me to give you correction. So I'm going to have to check that you're copying me by looking over my shoulder a bit. Ready, Chon-Ji to. Beat, stepping left first. Hala. Big step jacks, check your feet. Forward and punch. Do. Now we're going to follow that front arm and turn all the way around the other way. Low block. Sit. Good. Now check your stance. Make sure you've got your train tracks. Forward and punch. Now the left foot, the front foot goes left. Okay, so ready, low block, go. Check your train tracks. Make sure you're crossing on top, jacks. You cross the wrong way there. Train tracks, forward and punch, go. If you need space, adjust your position. Now I'm going to follow my arm all the way around. Low block, go. Make sure you're crossing on top. Check your stance. Make sure you've got train tracks nice and long. Jacks a little bit narrow there. Push your train tracks. And forward and punch. Go. Good. Check your stance. Now we change to L stance for the inner forearm middle block. Front foot goes left. Follow your arm. Go. Jacks, go back to the last movement. That's it, Jacks. Yes, that's it. Now check your L stance. Weight on your back leg. Feet make an L shape. Back foot points sideways. Front foot faces forwards. Bend your back leg. Julian, you look like a walking stance. I want to see an L stance. A bit more sideways. Turn your back foot sideways. No train tracks for this. Okay, and forward and punch, go. Now follow your arm all the way around. So we're in walking stance now, but the next movement's an L stance. Go. Oh, Jax, turn the other way. Jax, go back. Follow your arm, turn backwards. No, that's forwards. Go backwards. Yes, that way. Good. Check your L stance. Forward and punch. Go. Now step left. Go. Forward. Watch your L stance, Julian. You still look like a walking stance. Ninja sogi, not good sogi. And punch. And follow your arm all the way around behind you. Go. Other way, Jax. Other way. Turn backwards. No, that's forwards. Turn backwards. Yes. Always backwards. And punch. And another punch with the right hand. And then 2 punches backwards. 1 and 2. Chon-Ji. Step forward, baro. At the end, step forward. Step forward at the end, Jax. That's back. Step forward. No, that's backward, Jax. Step forward. Other hand, and other foot. So you finish with your right hand and right foot forward. Now at the end, you step forward to your ready position. Come forward. That's it. Okay. Now we're going to do this without count. Just stay in time with me. Stay in time with me to do it without count. And then we'll all be working together again, juniors. Okay. Chon-Ji, ready. Stay in time with me. See, jump. Remember always to turn backwards. Jax, always towards your back. Turning towards the back. When you finish, baro. And everybody, come on. Everyone, stop. Yes, Toby. Yes, Toby. Okay, and grab a mouthful of water. Okay. Now, just sit down and watch the screen for a second. Going back to our website, glendowie.com, I want to show you where to find a couple of very important videos. Under members, syllabus sheets and resources. Under members, syllabus sheets and resources. On here, if I scroll down, I've got syllabus videos by grade. So white belts first. If I click 10th Gut white belts, then this class has got a whole lot of short videos to teach you what you need to know. So in particular, if I scroll down a bit, here, there's an adult class fundamental movements for 10th Gut. So this video here shows you all the movements that you have to know for your grade. If I scroll down a little bit further, here we've got 4-direction punch and block. Okay, so this teaches you 4-direction punch and 4-direction block. So those 2 videos have all of the things you need to know for your grade. Okay, all of the fundamental movements you need to know. Now, if I go back to syllabus sheets and resources, I can go to the video for 9th Guts, for yellow stripes. So Julian and Jax, this is the stuff you need to know. So we can go past the warm-up video there's the video of fundamental movements for ninth gap. So that teaches you all of the movements you have to know for your grade that are written in your book. You have to know Chon-Ji, and there are 2 good videos here from Master Rimmer and Toronga teaching Chon-Ji. Okay, so you can learn Chon-Ji there. And then there's a class of 3-step sparring. So that teaches you the 3-step sparring that you have to know. Okay, so those 3 videos have all the technical things that you need to learn for your grade. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, let's get going. Everybody together. We're going to start with a little bit of basic movement. Yes, of course, Peter, off you go. Now, make sure, guys, go toilet before class. It's only an hour. I'm sure you can hold your wee for an hour. Now, from here, we're just going to do a basic kick first, and then we're going to use it in some sparring drills. So if I'm standing sideways, I'm going to kick over towards my shelves over here. To do that, the foot that's on the ground has to point away from the shelves. It's pointing that way. I lean and get my hands up, lift my foot up, and then stamp out to the shelves. Bring it back and come down. It's just like stamping on the ground here, but I'm stamping sideways. I've got to turn my other foot, lean over, lift my knee and foot, stamp out, back, and then come down. So everyone do that. Just relax. This is side piercing kick. Now keep your guard nice and tight. Don't drop your arms when you kick. Don't do wild things with your arms because they get you a punch in the face. Keep your hands up. Keep your guard up when you kick. Make sure that supporting foot is pivoting. I'll step back so you can see the foot that's on the ground. See how it's turning sideways. When I come back, it's pointing forwards. And it's pointing behind me. If I do this towards the camera, it looks like this. Okay, good. Now try the other leg. Use the other leg, stamping. Keep the hands up, maintain your guard. And bring that backhand by my face, down my face. That's it. Okay, now, good. Some of you, Jax, I'm going to give you a little pointer because you're getting a bit more senior. When you kick, try not to drop the front shoulder. So if I'm kicking this way, I don't want the shoulder to turn down towards the ground. Okay, I want to keep the shoulder open, facing my target this way. Okay, so try not to turn your shoulders. Keep your shoulders open and sideways. Go. Try a few more kicks. That's it. Keep that backhand up by your brain. That'll help you keep your shoulders open and protect you. That's it. Good. Good. Stamp. Stamp. Good. Okay, awesome. Now, the other thing. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back facing me. Now, when the side kick comes, you're going to go front arm, knock the side kick out of the way, step off to the side, and punch him in the face. Block and step, punch him in the face. And then come back. Block and step, punch the face, and back. Block and step, punch the face. Block, punch. Block, punch. Good. Switch legs, try the other side. Block, punch. Block, punch. Block, punch. Block, punch. Block, punch. Notice I'm still sideways here. Block, punch. I'll turn my hips when I punch and come straight back to sideways again. Block, punch. Block, punch. Good. Okay. Now, side kick is that's our go-to. There's a grandmaster in Germany named Grandmaster Land. He's amazing. He's a really, really amazing instructor. And for free sparring, he says, don't know what to do, yopchagi. Means side kick. So it means if you don't know what to do, out comes your yopchagi. Because it's a fast kick, it's nice and straight. So it's very hard for your opponent to step inside it. They'll get kicked. So lift and kick, but keep those hands up, because if your opponent blocks and steps to the side, they punch you. That's the first thing. The second thing, your target for a lot of your taekwondo kicks when you're free sparring is either just above the belt or to the head, not in between, because the arms will often block the other stuff. They'll be in the way, but you get underneath the elbow here or you get to the head. Now, when we're free sparring, the backhand's always up by the brain. Keep this backhand up. This front hand, if we're a long way away, we can use this hand like this to keep some space between us and the partner to see what's happening here. If they get close, we bring it up and guard the brain. Okay, so here when you're at a distance, when you get close, it comes up here. Right? Now, from here, ready. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And we're going to go yop charging. Yop charging. Okay. Now we're going to do this interactively. Watch me. If you see my guard drop, yop charging. If you see me turn forwards, yop charging straight away. Watch it. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Where's the yop charging? Look at the big gap. Kick. As soon as you see the gap, you kick. Ready. Oh, you got to be faster than that. That's better. Make sure you pull your toes back and kick with your foot sword. Yop chargi this way, like stamping, not with your toes. Yes, good, Colin. Good. Just above the belt, just above the belt. Don't get too high or you kick my arms. Look at this. Oh, look at that gap. Kick the gap, kick the gap. Good. Look, here's the gap kick. That's it. Switch legs. Okay, guards tight here. Arm like that. Kick, kick, kick. Look, the arm came up. Arms up, kick. Oh, it's open, kick. Oh, forward kick. Look at the big gap. That's it. Oh, tight now. Tight, tight, tight. Kick. That's it. Got to be fast. I'm going to start closing the gaps now. Switch legs. It's only going to be open for a moment. Oh, too slow. Got to be faster. Oh. Yeah, now make sure you're stamping, not flicking. Good. Your opponent runs at you with punches. There's the gap. Kick, kick, kick. That's it. So from here, if I do this, kicking straight away. Ready. Front leg, Peter, front leg. Oh, you got to kick before I punch. Now it's a race. Can I punch you before you kick me? Oh, I win. Switch feet, switch feet. Where's the kick? Look at this big gap. Kick. Too slow. Oh, some of you awesome punches. Awesome. Good stuff. That's it. Good. Okay, now we're going to do the step punch. I throw yop chagi, you block punch. Okay, ready. Oh, got to be quick. Good. So this time, Peter, I think you missed the split when you're in the bathroom. Block, step, punch, and come back. Block, step, punch. So using the front hand to block and the back hand punches. Okay, ready? Switch. Cool. Okay, now we're mixing together. This time, if I come in to punch, you do your yop chagi. If I do yop-chagi, you block and punch. Ready. Oh, this is not ready. This is dim. Doom, doom, doom. You stand like this, I kick and punch you any way I want. Side on, ready. Guard up, nice and tight. Tight guard. Block and punch. Where's the kicks? Where's those kicks? Side on. Nicholas and Alex, not standing like this. Stand like this. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Kick with the front leg. Good, Colin. Ah, yes. Make sure you're looking when you kick. Switch sides. Look where you kick, look where you kick. Good. Switch. Switch. Nice. Good. And come on. Okay, good stuff. Grab a drink. Okay, if you have any questions about what we've done so far, unmute and ask your question. Okay, good. So we've covered quite a lot of stuff already. Okay, we covered parallel stance punch. We covered walking stance punch. We covered crossing for low blocks. We covered the movements of four direction punch, moving forward and backward. Yellow stripes did Chon-Ji. We did basic kicks, front snap kick and front rising kick. Okay, the white belt kicks. We've done some free sparring drills, particularly using your hands when someone comes in to kick, block and punch, and using your kick when someone rushes in to punch you. To finish off, we're just going to go through four direction punch, particularly for our beginners to see how they go. And then we'll do a little stretch before we finish up for the day. So ready. Some of you have only done a couple of sessions and you might find this tricky. Just copy along as best you can. So we started out before doing step back and block, step forward and punch. We're going to use the same movements, but we're going to turn a little bit. So from here, everyone start with your hands on your hips. And step forward, go. Pivot on the spot and then step back. Step forward. Pivot on the spot and step back. Step forward. Pivot on the spot and step back. Step forward. And come back to the start. So this is the right side. When we do the right side, our left foot is glued to the floor. It can only turn around in a circle. It doesn't step. So that foot doesn't move at all. Ready, 1. Pivot and back, 2. Forward, 3. Pivot and back, 4. Forward, 5. Pivot and back, 6. Forward, 7. Okay, seniors, Julian Jacks, make sure you're working on nice, big, strong stances, train tracks, and together. Then we do the left side. Now the right foot, this one is only going to turn around in a circle. It's glued to the floor. This one here is going to step. Ready, 1. pivot, step back, 2, 3. Seniors, work on those stances, work on the body facing, should be hips and shoulders straight. Pivot, step back, 4. Forward, 5. Check your stance, too narrow there, Jacks. Pivot, step back, 6. Check your train tracks. Step forward, 7. And buttle. Once more, this foot's going to turn around in the circle. This one's going to step. 1. Pivot, step back, 2. Make the space for your hips. Forward, 3. Pivot, step back, 4. Forward, 5. Pivot, step back, 6. Forward, 7. And return. Now we'll do the right side using our hands as well. Parallel ready stance, Chon-Ji. When we step forward, we're going to punch. When we step back, we do our low block. Ready from here. Up. Pivot. Do. So left hand's blocking, right hand's on the hip. Sit. Pivot. Step back. Knit. Tasa. Punch. Yasok. Pivot. Step back and block. Ilga. Punch. Bottle. Now the other side. Hana. Pivot, step back, low block, door. Let's start with the right hand. Step forward, punch. Seniors, check your crossing is correct. Check your train tracks. Pivot, step back, low block. Punch. Pivot, step back, low block. And forward, punch. And bottle. Good. Okay. That's 4 direction punch, something for you to practice, juniors. Now, sitting down briefly. Left leg out, right leg over the top. And twist. So now turn to other, leave your legs where they are, Peter, and that's it. You've got it. Good man. Change. Got it, Peter, that's it. Try and pull the leg in the opposite direction and twist your lower back. Both feet out. Reach up to the sky. And lean forward, feet pointing towards the ceiling. And setting up. Just standing up nicely, one leg behind, stretching off, knees together, push your hips forwards. So take your time at home, practice those stances. Remember the videos that are on our website. It's worth doing some extra following. And change legs. Manon, you've caught us at the end. It's 5 o'clock. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock as well, Manon. So if you can make it at 5 o'clock tomorrow, that's the time of the classes. Or you can watch and do one of the recorded classes on our site. If you're ready now, that's a really good way to go. So you can find on our members, recorded classes, pick a class, and just copy that one along. And shot, tidy up. Toby, for you, the 6 o'clock classes on Tuesday and Thursday are better because they're more senior material. Okay, thanks, guys. Sit up. Make sure you write some notes of what you've learned. Write your goals down. Come in. To God. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow or Wednesday.
Bye.
Right. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.